I wrote off the UA Brigade pedal too quickly because the vibrato side, not the chorus side, the vibrato side sounds really good if you keep the controls way down. That's awesome. Let's try a phase 90 in front. I can't crank that volume like I can behind it. Well, I can get something better than the phase 90. But I didn't sell that UA Brigade vibrato mode, using it as a boost after an OD. Let's go low gain mode on the Screwdriver Deluxe. Let's re-examine the jumpering. Let's do the high outputs of the normal and the bright instead of the high output of the bright and the low of the normal. Okay, I think jumpering the high sensitivity of the normal and the brilliant and plugging into the low sensitivity of the brilliant is the way to go. That's the Screwdriver Deluxe. Then following it, let's get a little bit more boost from that UA Brigade on the vibrato channel. It's kind of on the nose. phase 90 in place of where that UA brigade would go. Okay, so topics for tonight, the high watt jump ring, what I'm doing right now. UA brigade, will it stay, will it go? MXR phase 90 in place of it. We got gift items. We got gifts versus giveaway. We got the challenge about if 5 people signed up this week, I would leave the giveaway. I'd be eliminated. We'll get to those topics. First, I'm going to do some tone testing. Man. I usually use a phase 90 in front of the ODs, guys. And now it's sounding so much better behind. It's not losing volume. All right. Let's get into some topics. Well, I'm clicking around on this. I'll show you. General rule of thumb for me is the mini versions are not better. You know, the mini versions, they're going to use SMD parts, surface mount. I bought this like everybody did because it has the 4590 and it has the script mode, like EVH mode, in and outs. So it has flexibility. I've had better phase 90s. I've had like Analog Man modded script phase 90. This still sounds good, but it did give me a little volume drop before the OD. After the OD, it sounded more stable, and that's not generally how it's done. So, yeah, like, I like this for flexibility. Sounds pretty good. MXR phase 95 with the 4590 on a switch and with the script and block logo on a switch. It's okay. Okay, now to get right into it. The high watt jump ring. What I see to work the best right now is putting the jumper cable between the normal low input and the brilliant higher input. And then plugging the guitar into the brilliant low input. And then cranking your normal volume up a little bit. That seems to be what works for me. Okay. Gift items. I've got a bunch of tubes and some pickups that I don't plan to use. And I know one dude who does use these tubes and probably would like these pickups. So let's bring this out. So I'm from the YDNA school of amplifier stuff. And little tubes mean little tone, right? Little tubes, little tone, and also rectifier tubes, not what you want. So I've got a bunch of EL84s here that I'm not going to be using, which are found in kind of lower headroom amps. Then I've got some rectifier tubes, 5 AR4, 6L6, 6L6, five U4 rectifier tube, 6L6, 6L6. So pretty much all of these guys I'm not going to be using because I like EL34 amps, 12AX type preamp tubes. So the amp builder, Legacy Amplification, who is currently building the amp that he will send me for the giveaway slotted for this spring that you can enter into now. He's still making amps with tube rectifiers. He's still using 6L6s on stuff. He's going to make some EL84 amps, I'm sure, too, because he likes Matchel style amps and Vox. So I've got a bunch of tubes that I'm just not going to be getting much use out of that would probably suit him better than myself. So that's something that I've got that I can pass along. Another gift idea is underneath these tubes there is a box with a loaded pick guard in it that I don't like, but my tastes are very different than his. Let's look at what we got going on under there. 1 second. Are you still with me? All right, let's look at this. So this is something I got from a dude here, along with a guitar, maybe a case. It's kind of a package deal. And I don't really like the style, okay? We have a Perloid bowling ball, white pickguard with 2 humbuckers in it that is, you know, pre-wired by the 920D custom guys who sell a lot of product. They're a staple on Reverb and eBay for a long time. They've been a staple. I can look back at messages and find out which humbuckers of theirs that these are, but it's not my style. So it's something that I can pass along. So those two things will become gifts. And it's just important as we do this giveaway contest to remember the difference between gifts and giveaways. If you gift somebody something, it's here you go. Nobody has to know. It actually makes it less of a gift for me to show the gift on screen like I did, because I'm creating content, which is something that YouTubers need, right? So I'm showing you these products, getting your attention, and creating content. But a gift is just that. It's sending something to somebody. A giveaway, like what you'd find on a radio station or possibly a local television network, a giveaway is put your email address in the box with your name and your phone number, and because we can collect a mailing list as the local station, we're willing to give away a gift that costs X amount of money, because we've determined that this advertisement, just one, and also what we get out of the information, which is a user list of the people that tune into us, is worth it enough to give this item of X amount value away. It is not a gift given, it is a giveaway for a purpose. And the purpose of this AMP giveaway is twofold. One, it's to pump ATEC 9020. And two, it is to try to get the original intent of YDNA and ATEC 9020 out into the masses, which is tube amplifiers can do better. As artists, we should be using things that aren't made to break, that don't have a deadline, so to speak, a literal deadline when that warranty runs out, just like your car from certain brands. And that the parts and that the attention to detail and the design should all be better than what is currently on the market. So that is certainly a goal of this, along with starting a brand, legacy, amplification. The last giveaway Legacy did got overly complicated, and it wasn't a good foundation to build a legacy upon. All right, so we're going to do better this time and keep it real simple for you. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I said if five people had entered and gotten validated this week, I would take my name out of the running for the ATEC giveaway. Here's the big reveal. 5 people did sign up, but one of them dropped out. And it is now Sunday night and the week is over. So you were so close to seeing myself drop out of the running for the giveaway. I set the bar very low, only asking for 5 people to validly enter this week. 5 did, and then 1 changed his mind and said toodaloo. So unfortunately, we still have myself in the running. Now for next week, I will continue to keep the bar low. Next week, if 7 people have validated entries into the contest, I will bow out. I will strictly act as your host going forward. Okay, and I think this is the last topic. You may have noticed that my name changed. The new name, Grant Us Glorious Tone. It can be a mantra. It can be a prayer. It also allows you to just call me Grant for short, okay? If we want to get religious with it, we can say, God grant us glorious tone. Amen. It can be a non-religious mantra. Grant us glorious tone. Give us something that inspires us. Okay? So that's the thought process behind this name. And in dropping the new name, what led to that is this. Okay, so I knew that starting as a host on this giveaway would bring a lot of flack, a lot of challenges. I foresaw that. And I was also warned by ATEC. In the previous giveaway, I was one of his harshest critics. And in giving me the opportunity to host, he was kind of giving me some of my own medicine, or kind of showing what it is to be in his shoes, let's say, right? So I knew that there was going to be friction. Some of it erupted a little over 24 hours ago. YDNA himself accused me of running a fraudulent giveaway, riding on his coattails, and putting out messages which may confuse or confound potential customers of YDNA amplification. So I heard that live, and in his chat, in real time, I replied, too easy, I'll just change my name. If you feel like I'm riding on your coattails, if you feel like I'm just riding the wave of your popularity and that I don't have best intentions for YDNA amplification, and if you have major problems with this giveaway, it's best that I change my channel name. So I put that out in his chat. Got it. I don't want to confuse or confound your potential customers. I don't want people to think that I'm an official mouthpiece for YDNA. I've never been. And I don't want anyone to feel like I'm trying to profit off their success. Not the case. Then, because I knew that this would affect the giveaway, I reached out to ATEC 9020, and I told him, hey man, don't be surprised if you see me with a different name shortly. Then I changed the channel name. I did this out of respect for YDNA's grievances and his wishes. I consider myself one of his biggest supporters. I think that goes without saying. And I wish him nothing but success, continued success, because he has been on a roller coaster and I hope it goes to the moon. So it's as simple as that. The new channel name is a mantra for guitar players. It is inclusive of different brands that might come and go. We might be talking about Tech 21. We might be talking about EVM 12Ls. We might be talking about Celestion speakers, high watt amps, Marshall amps. Right now we have a YDNA amp in the mail being sent to us right now, the Aqueous. That's right, we have the Aqueous. I'm not going to be like everybody else and mispronounce these names. The Aqueous is in the mail, and it's going to be a little badass amp. And you're going to hear it here first from the unboxing onward. So that's going to be in this coming week. Martin Luther King weekend slowed it down. The patience is a virtue, and it'll be here soon. So it's as simple as that. We have a new channel name, and that is the story behind this new channel name. I do not want to get commingled up with a brand that's strong enough to stand on its own, that's on a whirlwind of popularity right now on YouTube. And I am still a huge fan. Don't get me wrong. Just going forward, you can refer to me as Grant. And I know we all have the desire to ask the Eternal to grant us glorious tone.